Imagine standing in like a massive sports bar on a Sunday. You're looking at hundreds of screens, and they're all streaming ultra-crisp 4K video, perfectly synced, with zero lag. Have you ever wondered how they do that without just melting their servers?
Right. It is a staggering amount of data to move around.
Exactly. So today's deep dive is a masterclass in how these large-scale video networks actually operate. We are using a really specific professional tool as our case study today. It's an AV over IP decoder from DVDO, sold by HDTVSupply for $599. So, okay, let's unpack this.
Well, to really grasp the mechanics here, we first have to look at the sheer volume of data involved, right? Because raw 4K video running at 60 hertz is, well, it's massive. Traditionally, moving that across a building required incredibly thick, specialized, rigid cables.
Yeah, I mean, trying to move that much data is basically like trying to shove an 18 gigabit per second raging river through a standard garden hose.
That is a perfect way to put it.
So how does a system like this use standard Ethernet cables without instantly bottlenecking the whole network?
So what's fascinating here is the combination of AV over IP and H.265 compression technology. Let's look at the compression first.
Okay, yeah.
Instead of sending every single pixel of every single frame, which is, what clogs that pipe, H.265 is actually really smart. It only sends the pixels that change.
Wait, really?
Yeah, so if a player is running across a green soccer field, the system only transmits the moving player, not the static grass behind them.
Oh, wow. That makes perfect sense. It drastically shrinks that river of data we were talking about.
Exactly.
But what about the AV over IP part?
Right, so think of it like freezing that shrunken river into tiny ice cubes. AV over IP breaks the continuous video feed down into tiny data packets. It's exactly like how an email or a web page is sent.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and then it sends those packets through your standard Cat6 networking cables. The ones probably already sitting in your office walls. It can send them up to 120 meters away, and then it basically melts them perfectly back together on the other side.
And I guess because it's acting just like standard computer data, it can actually scale up.
Precisely. This system isn't just sending one video to one TV. It handles up to 256 encoders, so the input sources, and up to 256 decoders, which are the displays.
That is insane.
It really is. And you can route them one-to-one, one-to-many, or many-to-many.
Okay, so it literally treats video just like network traffic.
Yeah.
But I do have to push back here for a second.
What?
If you have up to 256 independent 4K streams running across a network, and you're powering these boxes over those exact same Ethernet cables, like with Powder over Ethernet, to avoid extra power cord.
Yep, PoE is a lifesaver there.
Right. But doesn't this become a total logistical nightmare? I mean, it sounds like a fast track to accidentally broadcasting a private corporate spreadsheet to the entire sports bar.
I mean, yeah, that is a very real concern if you are relying on old-school manual matrix switches. But with software-defined networks, the user interface acts as a guardrail. You aren't standing in a server room somewhere blindly plugging and unplugging physical cables. You just control the entire grid through a free iOS or Android app.
Wait, so a bartender or like an office manager is just directing a massive 256 screen matrix from an iPad?
Exactly that. And the app includes a real-time video preview too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so you see exactly what you're routing before you push it live to the big screens. But where the software really solves problems is the multi-view functionality.
Okay, how does that work in practice?
Well, let's say you have 4 different games on at once. Instead of needing 4 separate TVs, you can customize the layout on a single display with just a few taps.
Oh, love that.
Yeah, you can do picture-in-picture, picture-by-picture, a 2x2 grid, a 3x3 grid, or even draw custom layouts right there on your tablet and have the screen update instantly.
So you're essentially acting as a live television director, but you're just swiping and tapping on a screen.
That's exactly what it is.
So what does this all mean for you listening? I think the core insight to take away today is that tools like this prove we have officially moved past the era of rigid point-to-point physical video cables.
Absolutely. We are firmly in the age of flexible, software-defined video networks. The heavy lifting just isn't about the physical wire anymore.
Right.
It's about the software efficiently directing all that traffic.
Which leaves you with an interesting thought to mull over. If a $599 box and some standard internet cable can now packetize, route, and manipulate hundreds of 4K streams in real time.
It's wild to think about.
Right. How long until traditional physical video ports, like those bulky HDMI slots on the back of your TV, disappear entirely? Will everything just be an IP-based network in a few years? Definitely think about that the next time you're fumbling behind a screen trying to plug something in.